Good morning, student. Today we will discuss class 10 science chapter 12 electricity. In previous class we have already discussed about Ohm's law, the resistance, the resistivity and connections of resistors. But today we will discuss electric power. Electric power, it is the electrical work done per unit time. The electrical work done in a unit time, that is called electric power. Electric power is work done per unit time. That P is equal to W by T. The unit of electric power, it is watt or kilowatt. In larger unit, we use kilowatt. So, what do you mean by 1 watt? What do you mean by 1 watt? When 1 joule of work, 1 joule of electric work is done in 1 second, then power is said to be 1 watt. Here, P is equal to W by T. But this work, W, is equal to V into I into T by T. B into I into T by T. This equal to, here, this P is equal to, T will be cancelled here, it is V into I. Power is potential difference into electric current. Here, power is potential difference into electric current. The amount of power that's shown by a resistor is equal to the potential difference between both the ends of the circuit when multiplied with the amount of electric current passing through it. This product becomes equal to the amount of electric energy used by the appliances or the power shown by appliances. Next, this V is equal to, from Ohm's law, we know V is equal to IR. If we put this V is equal to IR here, we can write IR into I. So V is equal to I square. Here, this one is the relation between power, potential difference, and electric current. It is the relation between power, electric current, and resistance of the conductor. Next, if P is equal to VI, we can put in place of I as V by R. From Ohm's law, this current is equal to potential difference by resistance. So P is equal to V into V by R. So P is equal to V square by R. Now what is the relation between power, potential difference, and resistance of the conductor? Three relations are shown here. First one is power, potential difference, and current. Second one is power, current, and resistance. Third one is power, potential difference, and resistance. One example. What will be the current drawn by electric bulb. When it is connected to a source of 220 volt. If the power of the bulb is 40 watt. If it is given the power of the bulb is 40 watt and the bulb is connected with a source of 220 volt, then we have to find the amount of electric current which will flow through this circuit or through this bulb. We have to find electric current here. How to solve it? First we have to mention the quantity which are already mentioned its value. Like 220 volt, it is the potential difference. That is V. V is equal to 220 volt. Next, it is given 40 watt. 40 watt is the quantity, that is power. P is equal to 40 watt. And we have to find electric current. We have to find I. First we have to find the relation between potential difference, power and electric current. Here the relation is P is equal to V into I. Power is the product of potential difference and current. Now put the values here. P is 40 watt. Potential difference is 220 volt and current I. So I equal to 40 by 220. Here I is equal to 40 by 220 ampere. Is equal to 0 0 we cancel. Now we cancel 4 and 22 becomes 2 by 11 ampere. And this equal to 0.18 ampere. 0.18 ampere current will flow through this bulb when the electric bulb is connected with a source of 220 volt having power 40 watt. Here questions: an electric bulb is rated 220 volt and 100 watt. 220 volt shows the potential difference between the terminals of the source and 100 watt shows the power rating of the electric bulb. Now, when it is operated, same bulb, that is of power 100 watt, when it is operated on 110 volt, first the bulb was operated on 220 volt, next time the bulb was operated on 110 volt. Then we have to find the power consumed by it. How much electrical energy will be consumed here? What will be the power shown here? We have to find that. First, it is given the potential difference. V is 220 volt. It was given 220 volt in first case. So potential difference is 220 volt. Next it is given 100 watt. That is power is 100 watt. Next time the bulb is operated on 110 volt. Now potential difference is 110 volt. We have to find power. So we have to relate this power and potential difference. Since it is connected with the source of different potential difference, then the amount of current will change there. According to the Ohm's law, current is directly proportional to the potential difference between the ends of the conductor or between the terminals of the source. Since the source is changed here from 220 volt and here it is 110 volt, then amount of current will change. But one quantity is there which remains constant because it is operated same work in two different sources, that is resistance. So first we have to find the resistance here, and this resistance can be used in this case. So first we find resistance, then we put the resistance and we find the relation between potential difference, power and resistance. So we have to find what is the relation between potential difference, power and resistance. Here power is V square by R. Power is the square of potential difference by resistance. From this relation, we can find the resistance of the electric bulb. This implies R is equal to V square by P. V square, that is 220 square by P is 100. This is equal to 220 into 220 by 100. Here 0 will be cancelled, remains 22 into 22. This is equal to 484 ohm. Now we got the value of resistance as 484 ohm. Now this resistance can be put in second place when the bulb is operated on the potential difference 110 volt between the terminals of the source. Here we got the value of R as 484 ohm. So P is equal to V square by R. V square, that is 110 square by R is 484. This is equal to 110 into 110 by 484. It is 110 square by 484. That is V square and R. This is equal to 25 watt. Now you got the value of power as 25 watt. It is the power that is consumed by electric bulb when it is operated on 110 volt. Next, how to calculate electrical energy consumed by any appliances. The work done by electric energy becomes equal to the amount of electric energy which is consumed by the appliances. This electrical energy which is consumed here electric energy consumed by the appliances becomes equal to work done by the appliances. How much work is done by the appliances depends upon the amount of electric energy consumed by that appliances. If more electric energy will be consumed, more work will be done. If we provide less amount of electric energy to the appliances, then we get less amount of work. So this electric energy is equal to power into time. The work done, that is P into T, W is equal to P into T. So amount of electric energy depends upon the power of appliances and the time duration where we use the appliance. If the power rating of the appliances is more, then it will consume more electric energy. Next, if we run the appliance for longer time, then also it uses more amount of electric energy. This electric energy becomes equal to the product of power and time. If power will more, we get more work. If we run for more time, then also we get more work. In this way, the amount of electric energy also used that much. So this electric energy is equal to power into time. If E denotes electric energy, then it becomes equal to P into T. E is equal to P into T. That is electric energy. The electric energy consumed by electric appliance is given by the product of power rating and the time for which the appliance is used here. Here the unit is unit of electric energy consumed is power, that is watt, into time, that is hour, watt hour. We use watt hour. So watt hour. What do you mean by 1 watt hour? 1 watt hour is the amount of electrical energy consumed when an electrical appliance of 1 watt power is used for 1 hour. If the power rating of an appliance is 1 watt and it is used for 1 hour, then the amount of electric energy used by that appliance is said to be 1 watt hour. Power is 1 watt, time duration is 1 hour. If we want, we can express in kilowatt hour also. For larger quantity we use kilowatt hour. It means the amount of electrical energy used by an appliance operating 1 kilowatt that is used for 1 hour. 1 kilowatt power is used for 1 hour. That is called 1 kilowatt hour. That means the amount of electrical energy used is said to be 1 kilowatt hour. And this 1 kilowatt hour is also called 1 unit. 1 unit means 1 kilowatt hour. Let's do one example here. A radio set of power 60 watt runs for 50 hours. How much electrical energy is consumed here? If a radio set having power 60 watt and which runs for 50 hours, then we have to find the amount of electrical energy which is needed for it or which is consumed by it. So first we have to mention the quantities which values are given here. First, it is given 60 watt, that is the power of radio set. P is equal to 60 watt. Next, the time is given as 50 hours. T is 50 hours. We have to express the amount of electrical energy is consumed in the unit of kilowatt hour. Generally, we use kilowatt hour to express any electrical energy consumed by the appliances. So we have to convert this 60 watt into kilowatt. It can be converted by dividing with 1000, because 1000 watt is 1 kilowatt. To express in kilowatt, we have to divide by 1000. It becomes 0.06 kilowatt. This power shown by the radio set becomes 0.06 kilowatt. Then which is used here, the product of power and time, that is 0.06 into 50. It is kilowatt hour. This becomes equal to 3 kilowatt hour, or we can say 3 unit here. 3 kilowatt hour energy will be consumed by the radio set of power 60 watt and runs for 50 hours. A current of 4 ampere flows through a 12 volt car headlight for 10 minutes. How much energy transfer occur during this time? If the question it is given, the amount of current which is flowing through a car headlight is 4 ampere. 4 ampere current is flowing through a car headlight. The potential difference of this car headlight is 12 volt. That means it is connected with the source of potential difference 12 volt, and the current is flowing for 10 minutes. Then we have to find how much electrical energy will be transferred. Electrical energy will be transferred means when electricity is passing through this headlight, then electrical energy is converted into light energy. So this energy transferring occurs during this 10 minutes. Then we have to find how much energy will transfer during this 10 minutes. During this time means during 10 minutes. So we have first we have to mention the quantities whose values are mentioned here. Next we have to write which quantities or quantities we have to find there to get the amount of energy. First it is given 4 ampere, that is electric current 4 ampere. Next 12 volt, that is the potential difference is 12 volt. 10 minutes, it is the time 10 minutes. And we have to find the energy transfer, means how much energy is consumed by this car headlight during 10 minutes. That is E. We have to find E, amount of electric energy consumed by the car headlight E. To find it, we have a relation in between energy, power and time, that is E is equal to P into T. We know E is equal to P into T, but we have only the value T as 10 minutes, not given the power here. But power is equal to V into I. We know power is the product of potential difference and current, and we have the values of both potential difference and also the current. Here potential difference is 12 volt and current is 4 ampere. We can find the power as 12 volt into 4 ampere, but the power will but we will get the power that will be in watt here. That is 12 volt into 4 ampere is 48 watt. 48 watt. That is the power of the headlight. But we have to get in the unit kilowatt, and this time should be in hour to get in kilowatt hour. So this is equal to 48 by 1000 kilowatt. But watt is converted into kilowatt, we have to divide by 1000. Next, energy becomes equal to power, that is 48 by 1000 into time. This much kilowatt into time is 10 minutes. 10 minutes means 10 by 60 hour. It is power. It is obtained here 48 by 1000 by multiplying potential difference and current, and this 10 by 60 from this time 10 minutes. When minute is converted into hour, we have to divide by 60. Now we can cancel 0 and 0. It becomes 6 and 48. 6 and 48, that is 8. 8 by 1000 equal to 0.008. It is 8 by 1000 kilowatt hour, which is equal to 0.008 kilowatt hour. Because the amount of energy transferred is 0.008 kilowatt hour. Now we discuss about heating effect of electric current. When electric current is passes through any high resistance wire like nichrome wire, the resistance wire becomes very hot and it produces heat. That is called heating effect of electric current. Whenever it is small in quantity or more in quantity passing through any conducting wire, having less resistance or more resistance, not matter, but in every cases the conducting wire becomes hot. That is only the due to the transferring of electrical energy into heat energy. The heating effect of current is obtained by the transformation of electrical energy into heat energy, just like the mechanics. When to overcome friction, it produces heat energy. But in electricity, when electric current passing through the conductor, it produces electricity just to overcome the resistance. The role of resistance in electric current is similar to the role of friction in mechanics here. So, the work done, how much work done means how much electric current will be produced when electricity passes through any conductor becomes equal to Q, that is charge, into V, potential difference. The amount of charge flowing through the conductor multiplied with the potential difference between the ends of the conductor. That much work will be done here. W is equal to Q into V. But we know Q is equal to I into T. But Q is equal to I into T. This implies W is equal to I into T into V. Here W is equal to V I T. It is a relation between amount of work done, potential difference, current, and time. We can relate this work done, current, and in place of D, we can write here I into R. So W is equal to Q into I into R. It is the relation between work done, charge, electric current flowing through the circuit, and resistance. Or we can write in place of Q, that is IT, I into T into I into R. That is W is equal to I square RT. Then applications of heating effect of electric current. First, the heating effect of electric current is utilized in the working of electrical heating appliances like electric iron, oven, electric toaster, etc. Next, heating effect of electric current is utilized in ordinary electric bulb. Next, heating effect of electric current is utilized in the for protecting household wiring like in fuse, electrical fuse as a safety device. This much.